Hi, everyone. It's Sarah, the founder of the Live Like Roof Foundation. If you see me, you know we are trying to raise money for somebody. It's funny. One of our followers who has a dog with cancer that we did a bucket list party for, Travi, Kim, her name is. I did a video a few days ago, and she's like, "Whenever I hear Sarah's voice, I just know I'm gonna cry." I will tell you though, I'm starting this one a little bit angry. I already told Brittany, I already warned her that we may have to edit some things. But I know Laura Krill wishes that she could be here. She's our medical director. She has been working with Brittany nonstop on the bills, the diagnosis, the prognosis, appointments, trying to get money. Laura, I wish you were here, first of all. Um, and as many of you know, Live Like Rue is always about helping rescues and shelters first. And there have been a few moments where we have also had to clean up the mess of another rescue or shelter. Mostly it ends up being rescues. And um, it's our honor to do that. I'll say that. When it is a rescue that has a lot of money and a lot of resources, far more than us, it makes me angry. I am not going to drop the name. It might accidentally drop at one point of the rescue, but I will tell you that we have Brittany 100% because of what she's going through. And it is so unfair, so unfair. Trying to keep my cool here, Brittany. It is so unfair to put an adopter in this position that just wants to give a home to a shelter animal. And that's kind of where I'm going to leave it. Brittany, are you there?
I am sorry. I just got a call. I was trying to tell you.
Yeah. Okay. So it's okay. Take the call
Sorry,
because
sorry.
it's the oncologist calling. So she'll be back, everybody. So Brittany, welcome. Please tell us about Willa.
Yes, so Willa is 3 years old. She is a very feisty, independent little girl. She loves to cuddle. Oh, there she is. Yeah, that was her in her little onesie. She loves to play. She will drag. She loves wand toys, and she will drag them to you when she wants to play. I often wake up in the morning with the wand toy in my bed. Um, that's her and her big brother Moses. So I got Willa as a companion for Moses. He's about to be 14. She's 3. So there's over a 10-year difference, but they are, as you can see in that one, them kissing, they are in love with each other. They absolutely adore each other. Moses at his old age, they chase, they wrestle, they do everything. So their bond was almost instantaneous, which was crazy when I adopted her. There she is. She loves going outside. She has that little harness on because with her feistiness, she likes to leap up at birds or bugs or anything that she sees in the air. She actually almost caught a bird last week. It was very, very close. But she is just the most loving little girl who absolutely loves her life. And, with her brother has really just kind of made our little cat family complete. So, getting this diagnosis when she's 3 years old is just, it was very heartbreaking. Sorry.
No, yeah, it's really tough. So kind of take us to what was happening. What made you, realize that you needed to get her into the vet?
Yeah, so like almost 6 months ago or half a year, I felt a little bump. And at first, I thought it was a spay incision scar because it was down near her belly. So, and I looked up like that can be a thing where you just feel it because that's how small it was. Then it started to get a little bit bigger, and then I felt another one under her armpit. When I adopted her, I knew she had EGC, which is another like skin condition where it can be little flare ups. So I thought that it could be that. Never in a million years did I think, it could have been breast cancer in cats. But, after that second one, after I could feel a couple of them, we got into the vet for their annual and to check on that. And that's when they told me, it could be mammary cancer, or hoping that it was just something hormonal. And then we kind of went through the whole thing. I think you'd already mentioned, Sarah, I don't know if I should go into it now, how, we had an appointment that they were going to do staging at my primary vet. They went in, they did an ultrasound, and they said it looked as if she were pregnant. She had like 5 or 6 like sacs in her belly. And then they called me and asked if they could, open her up and do kind of an exploratory surgery. And that's when they found out that she was fully intact, when I had been thinking that, I adopted her from the shelter being fully spayed, and that was not the case. So.
Right. And this is where I have a problem. So here's
Mhm.
my thing. It's okay to F up. It's okay. As long as you then either say, I'm sorry, admit it, and or help.
Yeah.
And what Brittany has gotten, and Brittany, I don't need to bring you into all of this, but if you want to
Yeah.
speak for yourself, please do. What Brittany has gotten is denial and, oh, we did it this way, so you wouldn't notice that she wasn't spayed. She wasn't spayed, dude. It's like,
Yeah. No, and now looking back, I mean, she had so many behavioral things of when she was going through a heat cycle, like she would scratch my TV. I didn't think that that would be a spay thing. I just thought it was like kind of a bad behavior. She would rub up against my lamp in the middle of the night and knock it over. Like there were all these things, behaviors that were happening. And then since she's been spayed in April, finally actually spayed, those behaviors have stopped. And she's just been so much more of a calm, content, happy girl, which she was always like that. But looking back now, it's just like she seemed very kind of agitated or on edge sometimes. And that makes me sad too. Like, I had no idea. How would I ever know that she was not fully spayed? So.
right. It's just so unfair to an adopter to think one thing and trust somebody. And again, have we messed up? Everybody messes up, but then take ownership of it. Instead of worrying about the capacity in your shelter, worry about the compassion of the people that are adopting from you.
Mm-hmm.
So Brittany applied. She reached out. She's been talking to Laura. I just actually sent you the Zelle for the $2,000 that we were paying for your
Yeah.
initial bill. So $2,000 so far.
Mm-hmm.
As you saw at the beginning of this interview, Brittany got a call from MedVet to reschedule what was to be an appointment for tomorrow and move it to next week because they're seeing now if the cancer has spread possibly to the lungs. Right, Brittany?
Yeah, so we were there on Tuesday, and they wanted to do some updated x-rays of her chest area, and they called back a few hours later, and they said there's a small lesion that could potentially be metastatic. They can't be for certain, but they're very concerned that it is. And so I don't really know enough, like, what that means to change the appointment or change the way we treat it. But I've been waiting now to hear back from the oncologist to see kind of what our options are.
Which is so hard because all you want is Willa to feel better and have some kind of plan. And it's so hard when things keep popping up or things get canceled
Yeah.
and things move around. But what Brittany is looking at is pretty much $18,000 more in bills, including the surgery on both mammary chains, mass removals, and then chemo following that.
Mm-hmm.
So much for a cat. Thankfully, we have a fund called Maggie's Friends. So, I'm going to cry. Brittany, we're going to cover all of it for you.
What? How did you? Oh my gosh. Wait, how did we already get that? Like, can we still, do the fundraising? Because
yeah. But the money is yours. The money is yours. So, yeah, please, everybody send us money because we want to help more animals. But, yeah, Brittany, that's the least we can do for you. And we're happy to help you out. So it's going to equal about $20,000 total to give to you.
Oh my gosh. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get it together.
It's okay. We want to do right by other people's wrongs. And again, I'm not here to bash people. I know I'm very vocal about this, but um, we have the funds. We want to help you try to keep her alive and keep her healthy and keep her well, especially for her brother who seemingly
Yeah,
really,
I know.
really
That's what it's just, yeah. Like it's really just unfair for her, one as a 3-year-old cat to have this, but we've only had 18 months with her. And it's just no, it just feels really unfair. So with this help, I'm so grateful.
You're welcome. You're so welcome. We're happy to help. So let's get her going. Let's get her healthy. Let's get you into these
Yeah.
appointments and hopefully some answers. But please, I know you'll keep us updated.
Yes.
As the bills come in, and even I know we haven't paid for some of that exploratory surgery too. But we can cover that for you too.
Oh my
I
God.
feel so bad that you thought you adopted a purely healthy cat and then are left with over $20,000 in bills once it's all said and done. It's just really sad and unfair. So we are honored to help you, Brittany. Please give her a hug for us. And of course,
You want me to try and get her?
yeah, if you don't mind, yeah.
She'll stay in the screen for about 5 seconds. But
Okay, okay.
But here's
Hi,
Willa.
Willa. Oh, kitty, 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 kitty.
Yeah, it.
I knew the cat sound would make.
So hard. I mean, because she seems like absolutely nothing is bothering her. Like she has such an appetite. She's not having any GI issues. Like there's really nothing. She's like, after I got that call about the radiographs, she's dragging her toys with me, wanting to play and I have to, like dogs, spell out the word out because they will run to the door. If I'm like talking, I say outside, they just will be in a dead sleep and they run to the porch. So if I go out to like water the plants or something when we're not staying out there, they both go. That's actually where she went right now.
Oh, I love that. And the little harness and leash.
Yeah, so if it's hot like this, she'll just cash out and take a nap. She has to have the harness when it's a little cooler. And she'll be a little bit more energized and she wants to jump up onto the railing.
Yeah, so scary.
Yeah.
All right, Brittany. Thanks to Maggie's Friends again, our special fund for cats, where we can cover all of this for you. Please, everybody, donate if you can, and we'll get updates on Will along the way. Thank you, Brittany.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm so grateful.
You're welcome.